Hello, welcome to DK Bowl Chat. I'm glad you're here. Today I'm working on the picture that has 3 flowers in it and a hummingbird. And when I finish today painting, it should look like this. So I'm glad you're here with me. I have made some purple because I want to paint that into the under part of the flower, namely right here. I'm just going to start painting that in. I'm using a round brush, and it will be varying colors of this, but looks kind of purple. I'll need to fix that vine, the top of it, it's gone. That's okay, not a problem. Can do. I might need a little bit of white in this to make it, well, no, in the picture it's more purple. It's fine. It's pretty dark. Okay, I think that's a smaller round brush to put that in. In last video I shared a Bible verse, and because it's Easter, I would like to share another one. This painting reminds me of the scripture that came from the Sermon on the Mount. It's Luke 12:27 through 28. Consider the lilies and how they grow. I know these aren't lilies, but I think they're called Bee Balm, but the Bible verse says, consider the lilies and how they grow. They neither toil nor spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. But if God so clothed the grass in the field, which is alive today in the field, and then tomorrow thrown in the fire, how much more will he clothe you, O ye of little faith? I love the Bible. The scripture is so encouraging. That one's telling us to trust in God. We still have to work and do things, but trusting in God means you know He's going to come through for you. Not that He's going to provide everything and deliver it to your door, but He will provide everything for you. Everything you need. That's the under part of that flower. I'm going to get the under part on this flower too, since I got the purple right here, fresh, ready to go. That goes right over that green, and it's fine because it's purple. It's going to cover it up. We won't have it showing through like it would with the red. But yeah, scripture to me is so encouraging, because it's all true. I've seen it for myself. I've seen things happen that couldn't have happened without God. So I will continue to read scripture. And I'll continue to trust. This one comes down a little bit. It's just the under flower part. And on the other side too, that's fine. And is there any purple in the, there is on the one side. Wherever the sun is not showing on here, there's a little bit of purple up here too, where the little spikes are coming out. I don't know what they're called, but I don't know that I'm going to learn what they're called either. I don't know if I'll paint it this again. You know, I'm just today. It's going to be the background for a hummingbird. Because I love these flowers, and I can see why. I'll put a little bit on this one too. There we are. These are just little, I don't know, the little circles of, I'd have to look at a flower in person. Maybe I will sometime. Maybe I'll get some for the garden if they grow in Oregon. Just so I can give you a suggestion of what's there, that would be good. And then at the base of the flower stems, there is a darker red. So I'm going to put some of that in there. Start out here. I didn't do it for the other ones, but I'll do it. It's fine. I can just blend it in. I have a round brush. Just want to pull this down. Blend it a little bit. So I'm going to blend them together. I just have to get around. Okay. There we are. I'm going to blend the base here. There we are. And you don't really see any definition between the red and the other stuff. So underneath these guys, these ones are probably more purple than the, yeah, I can put purple there. All right. That was an easy fix. You don't see a lot of definition between that and the thistle kind of area. Okay, so there's going to be some purple up there in the base anyway. And I also got out gray to start painting on the hummingbird. So yeah, it'll be fine. Get some dark color for the side here. Okay, we're gonna get the base of that one. All right, rinse it off. I'm going to go back into the red, continue painting red on these guys where they're coming down. And I think this has the tip of the pink, so I'm going to put the red on there. There we go. And I'm kind of doing a second coat because I want it to not show the pencil mark. The only way I can do that is by doing a second coat. Or paint it white over the pencil mark, which would defeat the purpose of having a pencil mark. Gray or purple at the base. There we are. And then it's got green, where the light's showing especially. And I'm going in the green and the yellow. Not sure what they're called, but they're right here at the base. I probably should start with the ones that are further in, so I can paint over the top of them with more. There we go. More purple. There we go. I can come in here and just put it over the top of his little stem. There we go. You need a stem too. Let's put you in. It's fun to make a picture out of different elements, make it all come together. Darker green, going for darker green here. It's in the foreground, it's closer to us, it would be darker anyway. Which one's in front? They can figure that out. Red. I need more red. Put that in. There we are. And this one had the pink ends, but it's hard to see them. We'll figure it out. Might have to do pink again. Oh. Yep, this one's in the shadows more. Oh, it's a darker red. I added a little bit of purple to it. Okay. And then they'll need another coat because you can kind of see the green through it. Super bright green. There we go. A little bit of it. That's a little. There we are. And I'll have to do another coat of red. Yep, I'm gonna have to paint more. There we are. This will be good. Yeah, this is a fun painting to do because the background's somewhat abstract. Not necessarily perfect. Well, you know, the background kind of gets blurry anyway when you're looking around. You're looking at what you're looking at. Everything else gets toned way down. So not necessarily blurry, but pushed back for sure. There we are. There we go. Kind of defining between the green. Yeah, that works. I want to make sure it doesn't look like light coming through here, so I'm taking out any spots of white. Painting right up to that line. A bit more white. A little bit more white will help too. Turn off the brush, going back in the white. And I need to go right to that pencil line. More white. It's kind of a chubby little hummingbird. Maybe it's going to lay an egg. I don't know. It's a female, so we'll see. Okay, I'm going to get some dark gray. And I'm so glad you joined me today. Please like, and if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to DK Bull Chat. Share it with your family and friends, you know. That would be great. I have a goal of increasing my watch hours, so if you have something in particular you would like to see painted, something family friendly, just let me know. And if it's a picture of your house, that might be a little difficult to do, but that's called a commission. And yeah, I mean, I could do it. It's just I would charge you. I'm just going to get some gray in the background of her. There we are. I'm going to keep the defining lines between where her wings are together. There we are. Maybe the top of her head, but not with this brush. It's too big. And just smaller brush. Okay. Yeah, thank you for watching this video. Please like it and subscribe to DK Bowl Chat. And I will finish the top of her head, and then I will see you in the next video. Which will be working on this guy, but more. I'm working on it more. That's where her wing ends. There we go. We want it to come down where it goes. I can put a different color back here. Let me know there's a wing there. There we go. And the paint is not natural looking, and that's okay. I'm gonna take care of that tomorrow. Thank you for joining me. Please subscribe to DK Bowl Chat, and I'll see you in the next video. God bless you.